A bill that I have introduced last year called the Cut Act. Cut unnecessary tab, as in a bar tab, unnecessary spending. But what it does, it solves the problem that's been identified here and to some degree described by the Chairman of the Appropriations Committee and articulately addressed by Mr. Pence and others here on this floor. It puts us all up to public scrutiny. Sunlight is the antidote, and we ought to have enough pride in every earmark that we ask for that we would allow the public to see what we're doing with our spending. And when I look through an appropriations bill, 2,000 pages of them, and I see that even if you knew what you were looking for, you couldn't identify that earmark. You couldn't identify the amount. You might identify the company that it goes to. But unless you had an in with the committee staff and you could trace back through that paperwork, and no one outside this chambers that I know of can do that without favors by a member, and a lot of members couldn't walk in there and get that information, including myself, we need to set this all up for the public scrutiny. And so I spent a couple of years working through my proposal, and I'll hopefully be able to introduce the language again so it's here and goes into this discussion. But the Cut Act makes in order a bill to come to the floor once a quarter that is a rescissions bill, and a rescissions bill only. It might just be a blank title offered by the majority leader or the minority leader on the other side, but every member could bring amendments down to that. And it takes this idea that once you go to the conference report and you offer it to the House and the Senate, up or down vote, no amendments, no one can know what's in there, and no one can read it all. No one can analyze it if they can read it all. But if we put that all up and post it up on the Internet and let the world look at what we're doing, and then bring a bill to the floor that's a rescissions bill and let any member bring an amendment to strike something like the reference was to the bridge to nowhere, put that up on an up or down vote, and accumulate that list of rescissions, then in the end, we've got an appropriations process that everyone in this chamber, no one will have an excuse to say, I couldn't find that amendment, I couldn't find that language, I couldn't take it out, it wasn't my responsibility. We all become collectively responsible for every dollar spent by this Congress. And if we do that, we truly have sunlight. And we truly have a full responsibility, and that's the step that we need to take. The rest is rhetoric. The rest is hiding behind one side of political argument or the other. But if we're willing to put our earmarks up for an up or down vote and let this Congress go on record for any line item, then we truly have the sunlight on this that we've asked for